The wrong Uber. It was late, and the bar was closing. My phone battery was at 3%, just enough to call an Uber before it died. Within minutes, a black sedan pulled up to the curb. The driver rolled down the window, his face shadowed under the dim streetlights. "You Sarah?" he asked. I nodded and got in. The car smelled off, not quite bad, but stale, like old air trapped in a sealed room. The driver didn't say much, just a polite nod before pulling away from the curb. The city lights blurred past as we drove. I checked my phone. Dead. That's when I noticed something weird. The route. It didn't look familiar. I think you missed a turn," I said. No response. I leaned forward slightly. "Hey, did you hear me?" The driver's hands tightened on the wheel. "I heard you." His voice was flat, emotionless. I swallowed hard. "Can you check the GPS? I don't think this is the right way." The driver sighed like I was being annoying. "No signal out here. Just sit tight." No signal? That didn't make sense. We were still in the city, but somehow there were no other cars around. The streetlights had thinned out. The buildings looked unfamiliar. Something was very, very wrong. "Pull over," I said, my voice unsteady. The driver ignored me. "I said pull over." The car sped up. Panic clawed up my throat. I reached for the door handle. Locked. "Let me out," I whispered. The driver finally turned his head, just slightly. And that's when I saw his face. Not his whole face, just a glimpse in the rearview mirror. His mouth was too wide. His eyes, wrong, not human. I slammed my fist against the window, screaming for help. The empty street swallowed my voice. Then, headlights appeared behind us. A car. Someone else was on the road. I waved frantically, pounding the glass. The driver muttered something under his breath, then jerked the wheel sharply. The car swerved off the main road, down an unlit side street. I was trapped. But then, my phone rang, my dead phone. I looked down. The screen was black, but the caller ID flickered to life. It said, "Unknown caller." Slowly, the driver turned his head toward me. The car stopped. In the silence, my phone buzzed again. The ringing didn't stop. The driver's lips curled into something that might have been a smile. "You got lucky," he murmured. The locks clicked open. I didn't wait. I threw myself out of the car, hitting the pavement hard. The moment I scrambled to my feet, the car was gone. No sound, no taillights, just gone. I stood in the empty street, gasping, shaking. My phone buzzed one last time, then died again. When I finally got home, I checked my Uber app. No ride history, no record of any driver picking me up. But when I looked outside my apartment window that night, a black sedan sat parked across the street, and the driver was watching me.